Oh wow. Hey, do you guys remember when I said a while ago that if anybody sent in fan art, and I'd probably make a video of it coloring it? Well, someone actually sent me some fan art over on the Tales of Atonement Discord server. I wasn't really expecting this, to be honest, at least not yet with the channel being relatively new. And not just one either, but a couple by the same artist. And they sent over his line arts, asking me to talk about, me. So here it is from Winter's Rhapsody. So your character's name is Agni, right? Well, I did a couple quick sketches that made me think of your Ava. So I wonder if you'll answer a couple questions about you as a project. Stuff like your hobbies, likes, dislikes, star signs, and all that. We've watched Agni quite a bit, but we still don't really know we really don't have any idea who she is. So I figured if you had some fan art done, you wouldn't really have much of a choice to talk about yourself, eh? Good point, Winter's Rhapsody. But like, when I said that, I really expect it to be something like Patty or Shane. You know, one of the characters the story is actually about. Not me. Well, not to say that I'm not part of the story, but anyway, I'm super thankful, if not a little embarrassed, so let me get started. I release a new project every week, Thursdays at 3 Pacific. I need you to like, subscribe, and ring my bell so you can see everything we've got to offer. And leave a comment. We welcome the respectful feedback and look forward to interacting with the community. Okay, my name is Agni. I'm an Aries, born in late March. That's actually super important in our culture. Sometimes it even determines what jobs we're most capable of. I live in the mid-2500s. It's a bit different than what you might expect. The reemergence of magic 500 years ago really changed everything. Just think of it like if you were in the Fallout universe, but once the bombs dropped, everything got mixed up with the Elder Scrolls. We've got dragons, elves, mages, vampires, as well as power armor and nanobots. But me, I don't really do the nanobots thing. I'm basically human, with a couple things I just can't get away with talking about right now. I really like comfortable or flashy clothing, depending on what I'm doing that day. Most of the time I'm just in my room working on various art projects, and this really big, oversized sweater thing is perfect for that. Wait! Oh god, I actually know where they got this! It's my old PNG tube avatar. Gosh, that's an arc that didn't last long, huh? Maybe I should get an outfit done based on that. I'll have to contact Narrow Studios on Coffee. But when I'm out with my friends, I go for a more decorated Bollywood inspiration. High visibility is a double-edged sword in the City of Atonement, but I prefer for my friends to know exactly where I am if I get into trouble. My absolute favorite colors are russet orange and dark teal, so that's why I do my makeup like this. But I'm always dressed in reds, oranges, golds, yellows, colors associated with fire. Fire, spirit, fire is my trinity, and I have A negative blood. Oh, the trinity! In my time, we keep track of everyone's elemental trinity. It's based off of a doctrine written by the Keepers around the turn of the millennia, and it's used primarily to tell how strong someone is in their chief form of magic. So, having a secondary spirit, that's why I work well with computers and YouTube. With the primary and tertiary of fire, I get a big subconscious boost to everything fire-related that I cast. It can be a little unpredictable at times, but I'm good at staying cool for the camera because making art soothes me. After all, I've mentioned my own ability with fire before, and you've probably seen it go off on accident. I get that from both my parents. What sort of things do I like? Well, jazz is my favorite genre of music. It's just so calming. That being said, can you guess what my favorite anime is? Cowboy Bebop. It's a really interesting, quirky slice of life. I like video games. Oh, you'd be on another plane if I told you how many Pokemon there are in the current gen. But also really retro games like Final Fantasy. It's funny seeing how people without magic envision the different ways that it works. And yeah, I watch a lot of historical documentaries so I can put these projects together. But also, I really like creepypastas and liminal horror. That is, I like watching it more than experiencing it. My favorite food is. Okay, you're probably gonna think this sounds ridiculous, but I really like instant noodles. I know, I told you, they're just really convenient because, like, I don't even need a microwave or a kettle. I just boil the water all on my own. It takes some focus to do without burning the cup. So it's good practice at control. Oh yeah, and if you guys were curious at all, D&D hasn't really changed that much. We still even have books, although all our paper comes from hemp or bamboo. It's actually much better for the environment, grows way faster than trees, it even helps clean the air more. Like, for instance, picture this. It's a coastal city, completely walkable, with a population over 250,000. The buildings all have sloped roofs, solar panels, and the streets are lined with vegetation, edible plants, and the like. That's my hometown of Usoldia. We've got the best quality of life out of all 3 islands, if you ask me, second only to Anchorage. Hmm. Let's see. What else can I safely... Oh! You guys know what a bindi is? The area between the eyebrows, where the bindi is placed, is the 6th chakra, Ajna, the seat of concealed wisdom. It's supposed to retain energy and strength and concentration. I don't have one yet, but my mom does, and it seems to really help with her control. And she's probably my biggest inspiration when it comes to magic, but I can't stand it when she cuts me off. She can just be like, nope, no casting for Agni today, and just like that. Imagine being grounded, but on a metaphysical level. It's so debilitating. Okay, speaking of things I can't stand, have you ever gotten completely done with a work of art, and then you realize you only saved the finished copy, not the inner workings? See, sometimes I'll come back to something and think it's finished, and decide, you know what, I can do a little more. And that's what happened here with the first one. But when I went to find the files, they weren't there. God, is it so frustrating. Well, then one of my good pens melted. It was a whole big thing. Smoke detectors going off, getting doused by my step-parent. She's a hieromancer, you know. Anyway, thankfully all my electronics are fire enchanted, so I didn't lose any data. I started working on the next one. It took me a lot less time because I already knew what I wanted. The biggest dilemma for this one was trying to figure out how to superimpose it onto a picture of my bed, but nothing really looked right. So I just decided against it entirely. So this one's in a rendition of my room, whereas the other one is my studio where I actually make all my projects. I generally don't record my bedroom except for certain occasions where something big happens, like when we hit 2K subs. And that number just keeps going up. I love seeing it, so make sure you're subbed.
Wow.
I just
Sure you're subbed.
And that number just keeps going up. I love seeing it, so make sure you're subscribed, that you're liking every video. It just helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And if you've been a YouTube creator, you know the vibes. If you're not a creator or you want to post videos on YouTube, the way these things work is every sub, comment, like, or share makes the individual video more popular, so YouTube will suggest it to more people. If even a fourth of our subscribers liked every video, Atonement might just be something really great one day. What do you think? Can you guys help us do it? There's 4,800 views on episode 2, Catch and Kiss, right now. But can we get the likes to reach 100? It doesn't take much, just a quick click. These are actually some really handy pictures because I get to show off my left and my right sides, which means I also get to show off my umalom. You guys know what that is? Well, an umalom is a Buddhist and Hindu symbol that stands for the twisted path we take toward enlightenment. This one's done in henna, so I have to reapply it every so often. This is basically what it looks like just day to day with how my skin is stained for repeated application. My family and I do all these spiritual things with the oldest of old school techniques. Ooh, 2 pieces in one video. This might end up needing to be a thing more often as I'm getting better and faster at painting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring my bell if you haven't already. Your support helps us greatly in getting these projects and episodes out to you faster, so please consider visiting the Patreon link included in the description and check out the tiers we have to offer. Starting at just $1 a month, those at the $10 tier can gain access to a new page of the Monomyth comic book every week. The $50 Keeper tier gets access to the raw scripts so you can read the story way ahead of time, should you prefer the sort of novel format to the story. For now, let's me give a big thanks to our current patrons. Shadow Fox, Arya Gamari, Charles Tam, Jace Marlowe, Lunder Lumen, and thanks to Winter's Rhapsody on the Tales of Atonement Discord server for this week's art. In lieu of one of our Fiverr artists, I'll be putting a link to the Discord in this week's video description. So how about we get some of our other followers to join, start a conversation, and I'll see you there.